Yo, what is up? It is the Junkie, and I'm back after months of being off with a video on Halloween 2021. That's right, it's Sunday morning, about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. On Halloween. And what other better way to start the day off by showing you guys one of my favorite horror comic book runs that I completed the beginning of last year. I haven't really collected comics or really even spent any time in this room in probably over a year. So it's messy. There's books everywhere. These are all books that need to be filed into my CLZ app. All these books need to be filed in my CLZ app. And those two short boxes right there need to be filed in my CLZ app. Just got burnt out on comics. I've been collecting movies. I've tripled my movie collection probably in this past year. So like I said, this is the first time I've really even filmed in this room in a year. I've even spent any length of time more than 15 minutes in this room. Yeah, I'm kind of missing it. So, maybe next year I'm going to get back into collecting comics again. Kind of slow down the movies because the movie collection is insane. And, here's just some works of art from fellow YouTubers that I commissioned. Miss Haley's little portrait from Journos Comics. Shout out to Chris. Congrats on all your success, man. It's amazing. And actually, that set right there, too, is from him. And down there on the end is my boy Jason from Heroes to Icons. But anyways, yeah, that Excel meat box is full of movies that I have on eBay that I'm probably going to pull down. No one's really buying DVDs anymore. So I'm probably going to pull them down and just get rid of those, donate them or whatever. But let's go ahead and to show you guys why you're here is to see my full run of The Witching Hour. Yes, I have a complete run, 1 through, I believe it's 85. Yep, 1 through 85. It's the complete run. I have a few doubles in the back. They're all in Mylar. This whole box is nothing but horror comics. I don't think I've shown. I was working on House of Secrets. That was another run that I was kind of working on. Another run I was working on was Unexpected. House of Mystery. Just different Bronze Age horror comics. So let's go ahead and this is going to be a quick video. Witching Hour number 1. I don't need to tell you the numbers, but yeah, this is some great covers. 12 centers, man. I love horror. Horror is my favorite movie genre. It's my favorite comic book genre. Well, other than X-Men. X-Men is my favorite group. Of course, guys know that I'm a big Wolverine fan. But, just look at some of these covers. Just beautiful covers. And like I said, I have a complete run. It took me a while to complete it. From start to finish. Because, some of these older books are a little more pricey. And they're not all in high grade. They're mid to low. There's a few in here that are high grade. But to me, no grade or low grade is better than no grade. I've said that many, many times when I collect comics. I'm not a reseller. I'm a collector. Although at some point I am going to have to start selling my books. Just look at the covers, guys. It's beautiful. I will sell most of my collection. I'll probably sell off. I've already started selling off my action figures on eBay. I just have too many hobbies. And, like I said, I was hardcore into comics for 3 or 4 years. I've probably doubled my collection in probably 4 years. I think I'm most likely, I have about 4 short boxes of comics that aren't in my CLZ app. And I'm about 200 comics away from 28,000. So I'm sure I'm probably, halfway to, look at that, Santa. I'm probably halfway to 29,000 comics in my personal collection. Now, I know there's people out there that have bigger collections than I do, and that's fine. I understand that, whatever. But a lot of those guys, too, that you see on eBay, they used to own a store or a shop, or, so of course they're going to have large collections. But I have an extensive collection, and it's all bought one by one, or, in lots of whatever. I've never bought an entire collection off anybody. All my comics have been fought for, hunted for, by me solo. I've probably got 2 short boxes of comics that were A-OKs through the years. But a majority of my comics, man, I've bought myself. 100-page giant. Look at that. Beautiful. But yeah, so, like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been as active on YouTube. I just got burnt out. You know what I mean? I got burnt out on collecting comics, and I have addictive personality. So what happens when I stopped collecting comics? I just found something else to collect, and that happened to be movies. And, comics are great, but we've gotten to the point in comic book collecting to where you don't see many run collectors anymore on YouTube. At least I don't. The channels I come across, it's all about spec books and the hot book of the week, and I mean, that's fine. That's cool. That's great, because a lot of these YouTube channels or videos that I watch that show like hot spec books, I'm like, oh damn, I got that book, and then I'll check my app, and I have 5 copies or 6 copies. Hence, that's where I got my name from, the Junkie, because I was addicted to comics, and my wife kind of came up with that idea of that name, the part of the Junkie, and shout out to her for coming up with the idea, the concept behind this channel. But yeah, just, I just got burned out on collecting comics, man. It just seemed like, and I see this issue with a lot of people on YouTube, it's almost like keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? If somebody gets the hot book of the week, you got to go out and get 3. You know what I mean? And it's just, to me, it just, watching YouTube videos about comics just lost its funness, if that's even a word. I like watching videos of people that finish runs, or digging through long boxes and not looking for big keys, but looking to complete their Thor run, or their Witching Hour run, or their X-Men run. Those videos are fun, man. It doesn't have to be about key comics. But straight off topic here. But anyways, Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. I'm not a big Christmas guy. I'm really not big into Christmas. I like Thanksgiving strictly because the Cowboys play and good food. But Halloween, I just love horror movies, man. I have a ton of horror T-shirts. I have Living Dead dolls. I have horror comics. Biggest part of my movie collection is horror movies, and I like all kinds of horror movies. I like the mainstream horror, like Conjuring. I like just, B-rated horror movies that you can pick up at, like, Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter to me. I like horror movies. I like the idea of being scared and stuff like that. But, yeah, so, yeah, these are just beautiful covers, guys. So, I don't know when I'm going to get officially back into YouTube making videos on a regular basis like I used to. I'm still not... still not really feeling it just yet. And there's number 85, guys. And like I said, this all back here is all doubles. I had them facing the other way, but they're all doubles of my collection. But up there in the top corner, I have Living Dead dolls. I have horror posters. It's just, it's just like one of my favorite things. And I just got shit everywhere, guys. This room, I'm sorry for the mess, but down there is like video games and more movies that I tried to trade in or sell the other day, and they didn't want them, and they're not going to give me a quarter for them. Then I'm gonna throw them out, or donate them. But my movie collection, or my comic book collection, is huge, guys. It's I took out the TV in this room. That's the one big major change I did. I put it in our bedroom with the treadmill because my wife wanted to, watch TV shows while she's on the treadmill. And I'm like, I'm never up here. And so I just moved my TV from in here into there, set up a surround sound and a Blu-ray player for her. So she's got all that. But so I was able to open up a little bit on my comic book collection and spread out along this back wall, where this section right here was all taken up by TV. So eventually what I'm going to do is, all this shit is coming out. All these action figures, well, the action figures are going to stay, but all this, like, I got just tons of shit, man. I did find something cool. This bag here has love letters from my dad to my mom when he was in the Air Force, and both of my parents have passed, but I still have those letters, so I'm going to get a nice box to put them in. But most of this shit is coming out. I'm going to move all my action figures up here, and as they sell, I'll, get rid of them. But all my action figures are up for sale. Except for there's one series of Star Wars figures that I'm going to keep, and my Marvel Universe, like these. I'm going to keep these. So those are the only action figures I'm really going to keep. Everything else is going to go. And eventually what's going to happen is downstairs in a closet, I have all my action figures in plastic tubs like those up there. I'm going to bring them up here and put them in this closet once this is all cleared out. Because these two boxes here of comics are my CG, PGX, CBS comics are in these two boxes here. But yeah, let's look, guys. There's so many comics and movies. And I'm going to start tubbing up my movies that I don't want to, the DVDs I don't want to get rid of, because the collector in me likes collecting different forms of format for my movies, just like I do for comics. So, like my favorite franchises like Star Wars, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday 13th, I'm going to keep the DVDs, the Blu-rays, and I'm upgrading to 4Ks if they have them. And I'm just going to box them up and keep them in the closet downstairs so that my movie room doesn't look so cluttered. And I'm going to label the tubs, romance, drama, action, horror, whatever. That way, if we don't see it on our shelves, then we can just pull out a tub and look at the tub and find the movie in there. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween. If you can see in there in the corner, in front of the treadmill, that's where I moved the TV and the surround sound. And we still have Miss Haley's bed out. She's always a part of our lives, and she'll always have something out to remind us of her. And her spirit can come in here and go to sleep with us at night in her little bed. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween. It's 13 minutes long. I will come back at some point, but I just wanted to show. And here's an awesome print done by my man, Tony Why Not Art. That is all hand sketched there. And that is just a favorite. The Legion of Monsters. It's one of my favorite pieces that I have in my collection, and I always have it on display. Anyways, guys, it's a Junkie. Happy Halloween. Stay awesome. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.